SKT and their just ability to quickly translate and pass over information. Their communication advantage from being such a settled lineup has allowed the talent to really snowball away. So that's going to be the one to watch. That's going to be the talking point on the side of SKT.
Yeah, but the enablers right here on your screen is going to be Haru and Peanut trying to get rolling out of the jungle. The Graves versus Elise. Again, Peanut not having any wins on that Elise so far this split, just playing it the one time. So going to be looking to turn around that stat as best as he possibly can. Get Faker ahead on that talent so he can become an oppressive force and just scare the ever-loving crap out of Ruler on that Ezreal.
And I love the fact that he's finally showing us the Elise because he's finally getting back to his Rocks Tigers form. He brings back the champion that was synonymous with Peanut on the Rocks Tigers. So a lot of heavy focus onto Peanut. He brings back the Elise. We know he can play it. Let's see if SK Telecom can play around it because it's World Finals rematch time, Achilleos.
And it is. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, Papa Smithy. Sold out crowd here at the Seoul East Stadium. Seats still filling up, but you know it's going to be packed by the end of this one. So let's go ahead and get onto the rip for game one.
We haven't seen a duo lane out-duel Wolf and Bang really at any point this season. Now Haru trying on the profit. That's 4 defensive flashes already.
Flash forward from Cube. Peanut's here to try to back this one up. Cocoon comes through, lands onto Haru, but Prophet's still going to go down as Cube finds the first blood, and now Peanut in a bit of a rough spot. Cube doesn't have the cooldowns up to jump onto him, to lock him down with the twisted advance, so Peanut makes it out, but look at that. Every lane has lost their summoner spells except for Faker.
I have never seen a level 1 through 3 play out like this when SK Telecom's involved.
Yeah, and Peanut now losing the Raptors as well. Haru sitting in the brush. Peanut
more.
Check this. No, he does not. Into the line coming through. Peanut low, and he takes his hands off the keyboard. He knows that he's dead, just gets popped.
Wow. He had flash up as well, but instant burst, a nice animation cancel. No repel, you notice.
I mean,
here's the teleport.
Yeah, TP coming into from the back. Crown roaming down. Has the realm warp ready to go. Cube gonna flash in, locks down Bang, but the wild growth comes through, but he's just taking so much damage from Haru. They take him out. Looks like they won't be able to find more. Haru's slowing up Wolf. He's trying to chip away at him as best as he can, but won't be able to come up with the kills. The exhaust comes down, but another one on the board for Samsung. 3-0 thus far. Have the fast track on this, but now SKT going to try to pinch from below. Cube still going to be the target in the front lines. Can't last too much longer. Getting HP back from the Sap Magic passive, but he will go down in the end. And now Ruler chased out by Faker. Falls 2 kills on the board suddenly for SK Telecom. They're going to be looking for more. Faker coming over the wall. The Assassin's Path won't be able to find a way back in, but Samsung a bit too overzealous, trying to knock down that inner turret in mid. They get punished for it.
Yeah,
maybe looking for that in him. Asher comes out, pops, locks down Haru. He gets popped up by the depth charge. Down to half HP, but the shields from the Karma still keeping everybody relatively safe. Realm Warp coming through to the mid. Drag a couple minions in, but this is a bit of a botch here by Samsung. By the look of it, Crown Core JJ cut off from the rest of the team. Haru, the collateral damage, not going to connect on the Faker, so he's still in the fight. Flash forward, though, is enough to finish him off. So far, a 1-for-1. Faker for Ruler. Samsung, can they get more? Looks like the answer might be yes, as they chase down Wolf, but they're going to lose Core JJ as well. So a 2-for-2 in the end. Lots of turrets acquired by Samsung, but a really confusing play with the Realm Warp.
Yeah, it looks like KT will actually have to fight much shallower in the gauntlet than we expected.
Yep. But now speaking of fight, Faker going in, jumping on top of Ruler. He's going to be able to jump away with the Arcane Shift, pops the heal as well. Ashero coming through, connecting onto Cube in the front line, but look at how tanky the Mount guy is. Just doesn't give a damn about anything that SK Telecom does. That's going to be Prophet going down the Nautilus, the first one to get picked off, and Samsung can just keep pushing down the mid lane. See how they go ahead and play this one. Outdredge line comes through, connects onto Haru, but there's going to be no follow-up from SKT. Haru pushing forward, just chunking out the Nautilus continuously. Cube going deep, Twisted Advance, dragging him almost into the fountain as he locks down Bang. Has to start kiting back, Maelstrom's up, still has the Guardian Angel. It's popped up by that depth charge, still alive. As he will go ahead and come back up, but it doesn't matter. The Nexus goes down, and Samsung absolutely plow through SK Telecom.
We're excited about Blind Syndra from Crown just in time for him to blind pick it against Faker, the greatest of all time.
It's really bold for you to do that. Blinding anything into Faker is always a bit questionable.
And there's bold plays and bold drafts across the rift. Haru's going to take the Elise. It's a different matchup, but still, Elise after game 1 was on an interesting ebb. Ahri versus Syndra. Not a matchup you'd expect between Faker and Crown, especially Crown and his mastery, but he has a recent mastery of that Syndra, whereas in the bottom lane, pretty much rinse and repeat. I believe it's identical duo lanes from game 1.
Yeah, nothing being shaken up in that regard. And I mean, we saw that SKT were able to kind of fight their way back into that bottom lane despite the rough start. We'll see if they can do that again, maybe even just have that strong foothold from the get-go.
That's the story of the series, right? Rough start for SKT. But they fought before. They're going to fight again today.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Not going to go down without a fight. It's especially here in game number 2. It would be their second 0-2 loss of the series. They want of the split. They want to avoid that. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 2.
Full marks for early games. Crown's charmed.
Yeah, Crown's going to get charmed. Gets a push back there. Scatter the weak, but that's going to be both summoners down for both mid laners. Poor JJ going low, has to get the heal from Ruler to stay alive. Flashes in, trying to get the slow. Bang going back in, Exhaust coming through. That's going to be poor JJ barely staying alive, and now Ruler and Haru arriving. Doesn't even need the help of the Elise. They just come up with a kill. First blood goes over to Samsung. It's going to stand for a little bit longer, it would appear. Haru spotted out in the jungle by the Gromp. Might just have an exchange between the bot laners. Now they're coming through. Bang going to get locked down. Exhaust comes down. Ruler trying to get some hits in. Q going to miss from poor JJ. That's Stand United now used on the Wolf. Gets hit up by the Cocoon. Jump over the wall from Ruler. Nice repel in from Haru, dodging out. On the Shadow Dash, they draw him in with the Dredge line as Cube arrives. The depth charge coming in, pops him up. Dodge Field's going to buy him a little bit of time, but the Devil's Stun comes through from Crown. Locks him down, and 2 more kills on the board for Samsung. Beautiful roam by the entire team.
That was some great mind games from both sides. SKT knew early that the Elise was coming, but they had the Shen ultimate to try and turn it.
Fiendish Codex, Megatron Cloak, plus a Lost Chapter being like the most gold efficient that you can get for those 3 items. Haru, though, getting jumped on. TP coming through from Cuvée. Haru's still relatively healthy as the Nautilus arrives.
Haru will be here first if this keeps going.
It's like Samsung might just have to fight this one back. They don't have a turret to retreat underneath. The core JJ's going low. Pop-up coming through from the Wild Growth as Peanut gets popped up. They're going to flash away low on mana. Might not make it out of this one with his life. Gets taunted up, as does core JJ as the charm connects. And 2 kills will go onto the board for SK Telecom. Now Ruler in their sights. But Faker's going to have to flash away as Crown tries to fire back, has the Ghost rolling, trying to push forward with the charm. Yet again, connects in. Haru goes forward, finds Faker with the Cocoon. Goes up with a repel, comes back down, and Ruler is able to take out Wolf, but Peanut leaps in, gets rid of the Syndra. Now Samsung have to go full retreat mode. Multiple kills coming through from Peanut in the fight, and Ruler just desperately trying to trade back, but he has to play this one so cautiously if he wants to stick around, can't push forward. So in a good spot, Faker though dashing forward, looking for Crown, has Stand United coming through. Charm not going to connect, but the taunt does from Prophet. They should just be able to wail away at the Syndra. They get the kill. They take him out. Can they exit? Core JJ getting the root down onto Faker. Cocoon lands as well, and the turret is targeting him out. Wild Growth will keep him alive for a little bit longer. There's no other collapse coming through from Samsung, so Faker makes it out with his life.
Yeah. Faker fishing for a pick.
If he can get it, flashes and finds the charm on the Ruler. The shield from Core JJ not going to do anything. They even commit to Stand United just to keep Faker alive. But now 5 members of SKT in the mid lane. They want to just posture up and go straight in for that turret. Infernal Drake would definitely help out that Syndra, as Crown's been tossing out those Unleashed powers willy-nilly. Hasn't come up with much so far, but when you get that added 16%, might help out. Cuvée coming into the backside, goes in, depth charge down onto Bang. Big pop-up on the multiple members of the Dragon onto Faker. Wild Growth comes through, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. He goes down, TP burned down by Prophet. And that, yeah, they're going to go ahead and hightail their way over to this Baron. The ping's coming through. There's no vision inside the pit. No scrying orbs available. They start this up. Can SKT stop this take?
Crown still has the unleashed power, so he's the one goaltending. Let's watch Peanut.
Ashar comes through, flash away, not going to connect onto anybody yet. So just trying to zone them out. Peanut in the back of the pit. Can they stop the seal from coming through? Leaps into the pit. Baron still relatively healthy. Goes slow. Spike comes through, and it's going to be Haru picking it up. He goes through with the repel, comes back down, just trying to get himself out, and he'll be able to do so successfully as Ruler dashes forward, finds a kill onto Bang. They follow up with one onto Wolf. The ace about to happen as Ruler goes over the wall. A triple kill for the Ezreal, and Baron over to Samsung.
They have Elise drop aggro and Cuvée.
Oh, Wolf getting locked down. Redemption coming through. Can it heal him in time? Not going to happen. Ruler finds the kill. Nice engage by Cuvée. Finding the dredge line. The last inner turret falls. Recall has to come through from Prophet. Does not have that Stand United anymore. Peanut getting locked down. Depth charge coming through, but Ruler gets caught up with the Ash Arrow. That's going to delay him jumping in and DPSing down these remaining members of Samsung. If you're able to dash out, has the Spirit Rush available. Takes himself back to the fountain, but the base is being broken by Samsung in him. Going down 27 minutes. How long do they want to stick around?
Cuvé's so smart, tanking up and instead of letting the minions tank up, you're going to try.
It's 4 seconds left on Wolf, still has the Wild Growth, but the first Nexus turret has already gone down. Peanut getting caught up at the dredge line. Big Shadow Dash comes through, from Prophet, but he has to get out of dodge. Wild Growth goes through onto him, keeping the Shen alive. And Samsung, they might have to peel back out of this one unless they can find more picks. Ruler dashing forward, not able to kill off the Shen. He makes it back to the fountain. That will be the disengage from Samsung. Yep, that's going to be another inhibitor going down. One last Nexus starts standing in their way. Can they find it? Peanut ripped down to half HP. Has to get himself back to the fountain and heal up. Gonna stick around, actually. Faker dashing in, looking for a pick, but he's just not able to find it. Makes it into the zone. His Redemption comes down. He won't need the heal. Depth charge comes through, pops up he and Prophet, but they should still be able to make it out. But the Nexus has been exposed. Samsung, I think they've just done it. The 2-0 victory over SK Telecom, their second loss in the split. And Samsung Galaxy make such a statement for themselves